Yes. Welcome, Chemistry Period 2. This is the timeline for the atomic theory.
Okay.
Now, if you are not part of my Chemistry Period 2, you can go on and leave because this video is for educational purposes only. But if you want to learn about the timeline for the atomic theory,
Okay.
then you are welcome to stay. Alright, let me take out this flyer because then I'll be hearing it all day and you won't be able to hear me. Anyways, so starting off, the beginning. Democritus, 460 BC. So, a lot of, many years ago. Too many years ago. So, Democritus believed that matter was made of small units called atoms. But he had no resources to do any experiments and no research. So, he couldn't prove that atoms did exist. Anyways, if you don't know what an atom is, they're basically these small things that make up elements. And when I say small, I say really small. And it started raining. Gosh dang it. Yeah, they're really small. But they make up mm, all elements basically. Basically everything cuz matter equals everything. You know, matter is everything. All right, so many years later
2,000 years later.
comes in John Dalton in the year 1803, Introduction to the Atomic Theory. This man, John Dalton, he supported that belief. He supported Democritus, the belief of that matter was made of small units called atoms. But he added that atoms were indestructible, so you can't destroy it. You can, it'll always be there. You could break it down. You could make it smaller and smaller, but the atoms will always be there. And John Dalton was also known for the creator of the atomic theory. Although Democritus did, bring it up, he John Dalton made it into an actual theory, actual atomic theory. So many years later, almost 100 years later, not quite, comes in J.J. Thomson. Electrons. Yeah, yeah. This man discovered the electron while experimenting. He stated that electrons have a negative charge. And if you don't know, the atoms are like batteries. They have a positive and a negative charge. And electrons are that negative charge. So yeah. Alright, so 10 years later, comes in Ernest Rutherford in the year 1907. An orbit. What? What? Or before I get into the orbit, I want to tell you that Rutherford discovered protons. And if you don't know what a proton is, it's the positive. It's the positive part of the atom.
Okay.
So, just like the battery, negative and positive. And if you want to remember which one is neutral, which one is negative and which one is positive, just remember protons start with the P and positive starts with the P. So, easy as that to remember. He created a modern model for the atom. So he created like you know, a visual thingy, a visual model. He discovered that atoms consist of a small charged nucleus. So that's where, that's the middle part of the atom, the very middle. And with a set of electrons orbiting around it. And if you don't know what I mean this. This build may not be the best, but I can explain something. The orange signs equals protons. The protons are located in the nucleus, while the electrons are located in the orbits. As you can see, red wood equals electrons, polished diorite or white rock for you guys that don't play Minecraft. White rock. The white rock is the orbits, and between each orbit is a big amount of space, like big amount of space. You know, I made it kind of small here because you know I don't want to make it like huge where it just can't fit. But yeah, it is said that atoms are made of mostly space, and then the orbits, and then a big amount of space, and then orbits, and the electrons. So yeah. Oh, and the bedrock, this thingamajigger. If for you guys that don't play Minecraft, this grayish, blackish, whitish thingamajigger is the nucleus, the middle part of the atom. So yeah, back to this. Many years later again, well, not that many, but a few years later, about 6 years later, Niels Bohr in 1913, orbit 2.0. What? And it started raining. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that, but Niels Bohr, 1913, orbit 2.0. What? What do I mean by that? Orbit 2.0? What? So, Bohr proposed that the outer orbits surrounding the nucleus are capable of holding more electrons than the inner orbits. So, as you can see in these, there's only 2 in here, and then there's 4 on the outside. So there's the middle, the inner one less than the outer one. So if I make another orbit, it can hold even more. It can hold 8. If I make one after the 8th one, it can hold like 16, so on and so forth. So, yep, that's basically what Bohr proposed, that each orbit could contain even more electrons than the inner ones. Then, years later, I can't do the math right now, but many years later, about 19, around there, ish, James Chadwick. Hey, yo, a third one? What? He discovered what a neutron was, or is. And for those that don't know what a neutron is, a neutron has no charge. So, unlike the electron and the proton, this one has no charge. And you may be asking, where is this? Where is this neutron of yours, of this atom? Well, it's also in the nucleus. It's here. So it's basic. So the protons and neutrons share the nucleus. They basically go together in the nucleus. So yeah, that's where neutrons are located.
Okay.
Anyways, I believe that is it. Thanks for watching. And yep, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys learned something. And if you didn't, then I'm real sorry. But I learned something. I'll be honest. I'll tell you that. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.